Hello and welcome. You're tuned into the Birth Whisperer, sharing global wisdom for confident childbirth. My name is Anna Wild, and today I have the total pleasure to talk with Samantha Thurlby-Brooks, one of the most dynamic and irrepressible women that I've had the pleasure to meet. Sam has been gathering knowledge and skills from leading experts in pregnancy and birth for almost 10 years now. She's worked with thousands of pregnant mothers and their partners. She's a trained BirthWorks childbirth educator. She's studied HypnoBirthing, which is where I met her first, and pregnancy yoga. Additionally, she's a qualified birth doula, and she's also created an incredible product that makes pregnancy, and specifically sleeping when you're pregnant, far more comfortable. Welcome, Sam. Thanks so much for being part of this today, Sam. It's awesome to have you here.
Pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
So in all of these years of supporting women in pregnancy and birth, what do you think are the most important things that a woman can do to prepare for childbirth?
Get the right midwife, somebody that's going to believe in you and support you and trust in your choices, and choose the right place to give birth. Home, hospital or birth centre, it's totally your choice. And if you're birthing somewhere that you don't quite feel safe, you're not going to have such a good experience. Believe in yourself, get educated and really believe in yourself. Trust that your body knows what it's doing.
Fantastic. It sounds like those three areas. It's just making yourself more conscious, becoming more aware, educating yourself in terms of your care provider, the place that you want to give birth, and just about your capacity as a human being to give birth, as a woman to give birth, becoming more knowledgeable, trusting, and making careful choices.
Yeah, definitely.
You've attended quite a few births now, and if someone really wants a good birth, they might say, I really want a natural birth. What have you seen that most often makes the difference in people getting what they want, what they imagine?
One of the biggest things that I have noticed is people's attitudes around birth, your beliefs and your emotions and what you're bringing with you makes a huge difference. So if you're not confident in yourself and your abilities, and the people around you aren't being very confident, then yeah, you make a much harder time for yourself.
Right, so in some ways it's really important to look at what you're bringing to your birth on a less conscious level, your ideas and feelings and beliefs around birth.
Definitely, yeah.
Sam, one of the things that I find women are most terrified of is the pain. What is the best way, in your view, to respond to this fear of pain and to the pain itself?
So we address this in the BirthWorks antenatal classes that I teach. We don't run away from the pain, we embrace it. There's a difference between pain and suffering. You can be in pain, but you don't have to suffer. A lot of women will hear of, say, an 18-hour labour and just go, oh my God, how can you be in that much pain for that long? It's hideous and traumatic. Whereas actually, if they really understood what was happening, it's not so traumatic. When you understand that labour contractions come and go, and in between, you're pretty normal, you're not in pain. So I worked out, on average, on an 18-hour birth, you might have about 4 hours of pain spread around the 18 hours. So most of labour is about relaxing. It's about changing position, it's about going to the toilet, it's about having some food, getting some sleep, having a hug, maybe having a little bit of a laugh or just being quiet and preparing for the next one. But basically most of labour is about relaxation. And then when you think about the contractions will be more painful if you're tense. So relaxing into the contractions will be a lot more manageable. So basically labour really is about relaxation. It's not about the pain. It's about relaxing and enjoying each moment. So if you can just keep that in mind, that you are handling it, you are dealing with it, you're here, you're doing it, it's amazing. And keep going, and you'll have a baby pretty soon enough.
Sam, you've set up an organisation called Doula NZ, which is to support doulas in New Zealand, but also to educate care providers and women about the value of having a doula. Lots of people don't know what is a doula and how is a doula different from a midwife.
A doula is a educated laywoman, and it's a non-medical support. So it could be stuff like going and getting food, getting water, giving a hug, giving encouragement, and they will be with you right from the start. So as soon as you know you're in labour, right until a few hours after baby's born. Most midwives will, they might pop in and visit while you're in labour, but they won't actually be with you full time until you're in active labour at the hospital or active labour at home.
Can you just very briefly explain the researched benefits of having a doula?
According to research, having a constant non-medical person supporting you, it gives you less chances of epidurals, less chances of cesarean, less chances of forceps, much more chance of an empowering, enjoyable birth.
Sam, now moving on to this fantastic product that you've developed that helps make pregnancy and sleeping when you're pregnant more comfortable. Can you give us a little description of what it is that you've created?
Yeah, it's a self-inflating pillow. It's almost like a yoga bolster, but because it's self-inflating, it's height adjustable, and it relieves lower back and hip pain while you sleep. So while you're lying on your side, you put your top leg on top of it, and the bottom leg lies behind it, and it gives you fantastic relief. I use mine all the time. I've been using it for about 5 years. But yeah, when your hip, your knee, and your foot are all at the same height, you get relief from hip pain, lower back pain, leg pains. It's just, yeah, it's a really fantastic product. There's nothing else on the market like it.
And so women who have some back pain, have they found this beneficial?
Yeah, completely. I've got lots and lots of testimonials to say. We're also endorsed by the Osteopathic Society of New Zealand, because physiologically it gets you in just the right position to relieve pain, so they really believe in it, and so they decided to put their name to it.
And using pillows, they're going to be very variable, have variable height, and so I guess you have to have something that's just perfect for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and most pillows aren't long enough, or they're too big. Basically, if you're going to support a pregnant body, you need to separate all the pillows out. One size doesn't fit all. You need the leg pillow to keep your whole leg at the same height, and then a thin pillow for your belly, and then another pillow to hug. It's my little baby.
Sam, can people buy this from anywhere in the world?
Yes, we've got 4 websites, one in New Zealand, one in Australia, one in America, and the other one in the UK.
Fantastic. And so any women out there who are pregnant and having a bit of back pain or just feeling like they can't get comfortable at night and are not sleeping that well, go and get yourself a mamanu pillow because they are fantastic.
Okay.
So thanks so much for joining us today, Sam. It's been a real pleasure talking with you, and I know there'll be lots of people out there who'll get some valuable information from what you've shared, so thanks a lot.
Awesome. Thank you. My pleasure.
Cool. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by and watching this video. It's been a total pleasure having you with us. If you have learnt something new or learnt some valuable information today, share with your friends. Pop over to our Facebook page, like us or follow us, because the world needs more people like you spreading the word about confident childbirth.